have at least 9 months left, perhaps as much as 18.
But the first doctor gave me from 1 to 2 years.
I hope he's right. What are you going to do?
Well, I have no family. Haven't taken a day off since law school. Guess I'll try to squeeze 30 years of living into 1 or 2.
Did I wake you up? Good. Exactly as I intended. Here you are.
Can I ask you a question?
Please, take the pills. Good.
This may sound like a put-on. But where am I?
If you could look out of the window, what would you expect to find there?
The Bay. Golden Gate Bridge, Telegraph Hill, Market Street, San Francisco.
But that is in America.
And so am I.
And you remember nothing of the accident that put you here?
Only what they tell me. I was in the shots up in Davos riding one of those toboggans.
Lugaing, we call it.
Yeah. And they tell me I took this spill. I was unconscious for 12 hours.
You suffered a concussion. A fairly severe one, according to Dr. Berg. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer immediately without thinking. What month is this?
April. What month is it, Doctor?
October.
Dr. Banner, since when does a concussion knock several months out of a man's life?
It does not.
But it did.
Some indirect way, perhaps, yes. But the problem appears to be in my field, Mr. Bryan. I am a psychiatrist. I see that disturbs you.
Shouldn't it?
Well, yes, but not greatly. There's not one day goes by when someone like you wanders into a police station or a hospital. Persons with what we call circumscribed amnesia. That's much more common than most people realize. What does that mean to you?
I have no idea, Doctor.
People with that kind of amnesia remember their names, their friends, everything, except what they've been doing for the past few days, weeks, or months.
It's a lot of time to lose from a blow on the head.
I'm afraid too much.
What does that mean?
I've been told that the last place you remember is San Francisco. Can you be more specific?
Well, it's all kind of a blur. I remember saying goodbye to a lot of people. One in particular.
Who was that?
A girl. Her name was Kate Pierce. We were engaged to be married.
But you said goodbye and left.
Well, I don't remember leaving San Francisco. I don't remember arriving here. And worse, I don't remember why I left.
What sort of goodbye did you give this girl? Auf Wiedersehen or just goodbye forever?
I don't know. It's all gone. Can't even remember why or how.
And is that where time stops for you?
I don't exactly know when. It'll all come back to me as soon as this injury heals.
What injury are you talking about? The blow to the head?
Of course.
Mr. Bryan, you are probably a man of some courage. Anyone who takes a Luger down the Schatzalp. I'm going to talk to you plainly. Your amnesia is not physical in origin, which probably means that it won't be physical in cure.
An accident isn't physical?
Sometimes the mind uses an accident as an excuse. Circumscribed amnesia is not caused by a blow to the head, at least not in my experience. I'm afraid you have something in your life you need to forget.
Skydiving? I seem to have tried everything once.
Everything dangerous.
Is that a diagnosis? You think I've been trying to find a fun way to commit suicide? You know, Doctor, I've always thought of myself as a man of average integrity. No, better than that. Thought of myself as honest, clean, thrifty, brave, reverent. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe the thing I can't remember is something a little bit rotten.
To do with Kate, perhaps?
Well, I won't find out here, will I?
I don't think so. But you have something of great value. A strong and resistant ego. I attacked it with a drug, also strong, and the drug lost. I think if you return to San Francisco, you will find the answer quickly enough. Not too quickly, I hope.
Are you saying I shouldn't go back?
No. But if you do, check with your physician and tell him what happened here.
I don't have a physician. I've never been sick a day in my life. At least, not that I remember.
In any case, I believe you should be prepared in yourself for something you may wish you had not searched out.
Hasn't a one-time understood. Come across the same dollars when you've only been in this house overnight.
I have an announcement to make. But first, food.
Oh, food? You trying to take the edge off this beautiful drunken glow?
Oh, it's about time. I'm Spanish. Who's that?
Hello, Molly.
Oh.
If your ex-partner, why should I?
Oh, Paul! Oh.
No, easy. Hasn't been that long.
Oh, not since Rio. It seems like forever.
Rio?
Well, it wasn't Tijuana. What brought you back? Oh, I don't want to know. I'm just so happy to see you again. Come on in.
Oh, no. Molly, I went to your house this afternoon. I found it's been sold.
Well, it just didn't seem the same after Father was killed.
Killed?
Paul, what's the matter? You knew about it. Rio. 2 months ago. Paul, are you all right?
Well, I had this tobogganing accident in Switzerland. My memory's been a little clouded ever since.
Greetings, Mr. Bryan. You looking for Kate?
Alex? Well, I couldn't find Kate listed in the book. Only you. So I called you, but your line was busy.
Oh, I'm afraid that's my fault. I've got a client with a dependency problem.
Come on, meet my friends.
Yeah, tell us all about La Dolce Vita.
Okay.
You remember Fred Duncan, don't you? Another member of
Oh,
our...
sure. Fred. Last time I saw you was across a courtroom about a year ago.
That's right. You beat the socks off me. You remember my telling you about Paul Bryan?
Oh, of course.
Hello?
You and Kate... Alex, why don't you fix Paul a drink? Scotch, right?
Oh, you remember?
My name's Sally Willens, Miss Willens. I do hope you're planning to stay a while.
Oh, I'm afraid he'd find us awful dull, Sally. You're talking to the man who's got the world on his own personal yo-yo, right, Paul?
Only one thing wrong with the yo-yo, Alex. It's got a string attached.
Paul, let me take your coat.
Molly, where's Kate?
Oh, she's not far from here.
Well, is her address a secret, like her phone number?
Here's your Scotch, old friend. You know, everybody wants to retire young. Well, here's the guy who did it. Just walked out, wiped his shoes on everybody, and took a powder. You are looking for Kate, aren't you? You figure you didn't hurt her enough?
Yes, I'm looking for Kate.
Well, don't give him her address, Molly. I think he'd like to put her back in the hospital.
Alex, will you please shut up?
What are you talking about? Molly, what's this all about? Why was Kate in the hospital?
She, had a breakdown.
Did you try to reach me? Tell me about it?
No.
Why?
What would you have done?
That's a good question. What would you have done? Given up the sweet life and come on back for poor little Katie?
Is that why you won't tell me where she is?
Paul, I don't know if I should. I don't know if Kate would want me to.
All right, Molly. Sorry to make it your problem.
Oh, Paul, wait. Aren't you going to tell me what's happened? I mean, this accident,
I'll call you.
No. Have breakfast with me here. Please.
All right, I'll see you in the morning. Hello, Kate.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Molly's just been filling me in, at least as much as possible.
Come in, won't you? Let me look at you. Molly said you had been in some kind of accident.
Yeah, that's right. I I was on this toboggan in Switzerland. Picked up too much speed. Woke up with what they call circumscribed amnesia. Now, how do you like that?
Sounds awful. Are you all right now?
Oh, sure. Just mislaid the last 6 months of my life, that's all.
I'm sorry, Paul. It's frightening not to be sure of your thoughts.
Well, I'm sure of one thing. I need your help.
Why do you think I can help?
You may be the only one who can.
You're mistaken.
Kate, this blackout seems to begin with your face. It's the last thing I remember. Now, there has to be a reason for that.
My memory isn't so good either. I've learned how to put things out of my mind, too.
Oh, Katie, girl, I'm so sorry. What did I do to you?
No. Well, Paul, I never blamed you for what happened to us. Something changed in your life, and you came and told me you were going away. That you had to.
But didn't I give you anything? No explanation?
You said you couldn't explain.
And I thought my past would come back like a fist as soon as that plane landed. I'd simply be told what it was when I talked to my ex-partners and my old friends, but it hasn't happened that way. I can't find my way back.
But stop thinking I'm the key. I'm not.
How do you know you're not?
I don't know. Well, then what could I do?
Just see me. Talk to me about us, about the past.
No. For me, the past is dead. I don't want to look back. And I won't. Not even for you. I can't help you, Paul. Please don't ask me to. Maybe you shouldn't even try to remember. Maybe you should just go on from here.
It's funny, isn't it? You don't want to look back, and I don't want to look anyplace else.
Hello?
It's Paul, Kate. I hope I didn't wake you.
No, I wasn't asleep. Where are you?
I'm in my old office, looking for clues.
Have you found any?
Nope.
Oh, Paul.
Whatever crime I committed, I concealed it cleverly. I must have been a good lawyer. Kate, I want to see you.
I told you.
I know. But I'm trying to reverse the decision.
Please, Paul, don't.
Oh, look, I'm not asking for you to search the past. I don't even care about the future. It's now that I want to see you.
Could we do that, Paul? Meet like strangers? Could we?
Well, why not? After all, we met as strangers once. It was nice getting to know you.
You know, this is the first time I've been dancing since the last time you took me here.
Don't be silly. I've never seen you before.
No, I've decided not to make you play that game.
Well, that's good. It could have been a big strain.
You shouldn't let it bother you so much. Forgetfulness can be a blessing, too.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'd rather know the awful truth.
Why do you think it has to be so awful? That you've done something wrong, something evil?
Wiped 6 months out of my life. It can't be something trivial. Kate, when I told you there weren't any leads, that wasn't really true.
What?
Well, there is a lead. Molly gave it to me.
Molly?
That's right. Seems there was a woman.
Oh?
I don't know anything about her. Her name, her face. Only the color of her hair. They're red. Now, does that mean anything? I mean, did you know anything about her?
No. Maybe it's this redhead you should be with tonight. Maybe she's the one who has the key to your past.
Oh, no. Oh, Katie. There was nobody after I met you. I remember up to 2 days before I left. There was nobody.
But after you said goodbye to me, there she was.
That's right.
I guess you're wasting your time tonight, Paul. I can't be of any help to you. It's still early. Why don't you take me home and then you can start looking for that redhead? Maybe you should try the bars or some of the places you might have been that night.
Okay, Katie, I will.
That Molly. Wouldn't you know she'd be someplace she wasn't wanted? Just like a kid sister.
I thought it was goodbye forever.
You son of a gun, what happened?
Well, I missed you too much, Georgia.
Yeah, sure, I bet. Some dame you missed. Hey, Tiger, how about a nice drink from my old pal?
Just name it.
Got you on the rocks, Tiger.
I'll be back late. I gotta check on my meat order.
Wait a minute, will you? I have to talk to you.
Oh, go ahead. Talk. Anything you want. What is it, money? Forget it. I'm broke.
Not money, just information. About when you saw me last.
Well, that was about 6 months ago. You came in to say goodbye. Now, don't tell me you forgot that, Paulo.
Look, Giorgio, did I come in with anyone? A woman?
A woman? There were lots of women in here that night. Don't you remember?
This one was a redhead.
Redhead?
What about you, Tiger? You remember if I came in with a redhead?
I don't remember nothing about nothing. No time.
Listen, every night I gotta tell him his own name.
He's Punchy. My name's Tiger.
Listen, Giorgio. Now, this is serious. I was with this redhead the night before I left San Francisco, and I have to find her.
I'm sorry, Paul. I think you come in alone. As a matter of fact, I'm not too sure. I'm sorry, pal.
Okay.
One scotch.
Thanks, Tiger.
This lovely day will lengthen into evening. We'll say goodbye to all we've ever had.
Forgive me, Paul, with the tests.
My man.
Well, how's the music business?
Pretty bad. The kids aren't with it anymore. Say, I thought you blew off this old town for good.
Well, I did. I thought I'd give it another chance.
The old town will appreciate that for sure.
Eddie, come here, will you? I don't know how to put this, but when is the last time you saw me?
You put me on?
No.
About 6, 7 months ago. Why?
Was I alone, or was I with a redhead?
The redhead? No. I don't remember redhead. You were with that pretty girl, the other girl that you brought in here last New Year's.
Kate.
That's the one. I don't remember redhead. Wait a minute. Somebody told me you were in here one night with Jeannie Lake.
Who?
Jeannie Lake, a girl singer type. Very hip.
Is she a redhead?
Like a Roman candle. That was about 6, 7 months ago. And just about time you pulled out of town.
Eddie, this is very important. Where can I find this Jeannie? What's her name?
Lake. Hey, I know who to ask. Hey, Maxie. I want you to meet an old buddy of mine, Paul Bryan. Paul's a friend of Jeannie Lake.
Right.
I know Jeannie's friends. You're not one of them.
Well, I'm not really a friend. I met her once, 6 months ago.
Paul would like to get in touch with her, Maxie. You know where she's at?
No.
Look, Maxie, it's important that I find her.
Can't help you.
Maxie's a funny kind of guy, Paul. He sort of adopted Jeannie. He used to act like he was an old man.
Well, he still does.
Stick around, Paul. I got another set. See you later.
Maxie?
What's the matter? Can't you see I'm busy?
Well, I don't see you with a customer.
So?
So, now you have one. I'll have a scotch and soda. Now, look, Maxie, I don't want to hurt Jeannie. All I want to do is talk to her. I know she has a husband.
You know her husband, too, huh?
No?
We'll ask him where she is.
All right. How much will it cost?
The scotch and soda is $1.
Alone, where we have walked
Now, turn your head unless you want to hear an ugly snap when your neck breaks.
Now, what do you want?
That's right there. That's what I want.
My wallet's in my hip pocket.
Who wants your stinking wallet? I'm here to give you some free advice. You stay away from Jeannie Lake, do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. No contest. No contest.
I ought to slap an assault charge on you.
Go ahead, but it's not going to get you any closer to Jeannie. I've seen better things than you before.
Well, what do you think I am?
I know who you are. He said better things than you before.
He?
Yeah, he, that lousy wife beater, that lovely boss of yours.
Do you think her husband sent me?
And what else?
I don't know him. I want to find her for myself. Now, look, if you don't believe me, you call her. You tell her my name, see if she'll see me.
And why should I?
Because an assault charge can mean you lose your union card, among other unpleasant things. Now, I'm willing to forget it. My memory's a little cloudy anyway.
What did you say your name was?
Paul Bryan.
Paul Bryan.
You really don't remember?
Not a thing. But I remember this. Jeannie,
Yes.
where did we first meet?
Well, it wasn't at Eddie's. It was at a bar called Rico's.
Rico's.
When you walked in, you looked like I felt. I lifted my glass and toasted you, remember? Well, anyway, I told you all my troubles. But you wouldn't tell me yours.
Not a hint. Not an inkling.
I tried to get you to talk.
I thought maybe your problems were worse than mine. Maybe you'd make me feel better.
And I didn't say a thing.
You said things. Nice things. Nothing about Paul Bryan.
Please, Jeannie. Now, did I mention a girl? A girl named Kate?
No. I knew there was a girl behind it. But you were a perfect gentleman. You never mentioned any girl but me. You saved my life that night, Paul. You were everything that my crushed ego needed. Somehow, after that, I found the nerve to leave that miserable husband of mine and live happily ever after.
Was that all that happened that night?
Well, we traveled. We hit the Penny Arcade and half a dozen bars, and then you said goodnight. No. You said goodbye. Only I would rather that it had been...
What?
I would rather that it had been goodnight.
Well, we were drinking a lot, huh?
Oh, not that much. We made a pact. One drink, one bar. And then we ended up in a coffee shop on Market Street, nice and sober.
And that was it?
That was it. I haven't helped you any, have I?
Oh, yes, you have. Yes, you have. Brought me to the end of the road. It's not your fault. It's a dead end.
I'm sorry, Paul.
I better let you get dressed.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Is there still a Kate?
Get a nice view from here.
Yeah, I never look out the window.
Oh, you should. See a lot of wonderful things through a window. Goodbye, Jeannie. Thanks.
Do you really have to go?
Yes. Goodbye. What is it, Jeannie?
Well, it's something that I remembered. I don't know if it's very important, but...
Get in.
That night, after we had coffee, we decided to go to Hugo's. You know that club downtown. Well, we got in a cab and we were on our way, and then suddenly you told the driver to stop.
Why?
I don't know. It was something that you saw outside the window. We were near that new building downtown.
I stopped to look at a building? What building?
It was the Schaefer building. It was new then. It had just opened. And after you looked at the building, well, you acted as if you had just seen a flying saucer or something.
Did I say anything?
No. But you changed after you saw the building. You were having a lot of fun that night. And suddenly you weren't having fun anymore.
Didn't I explain?
No. I asked you if there was anything wrong, but you said no.
The Schaefer building. Thanks, Jeannie.
Paul, whatever it is, I hope you make it.
Bryan here. Is he a patient?
Of course he's a patient. Send him right in. Oh, is he a patient? Paul, come on in. It's good to see you. Why didn't you let me know you were coming?
Well, I had this accident. Concussion. Lost control of a toboggan.
No other injuries, just a concussion?
No. No, you see, after the accident...
Where did it happen?
Doctor, I don't know you. I don't remember you.
You don't remember me?
No. The last 6 months are blacked out.
But you remembered my name, this office.
No. Somebody gave me a lead. They said, they thought that this building might mean something to me. I found my way to your office without knowing why.
Forgive me, Paul. Since you blocked out so completely what I once told you, I was considering the possibility of giving you a verbal placebo, lying to you. It wouldn't work, Paul. There are others who know about you, and sooner or later you'd find out the truth. You came to me last April for a confirming examination. You were planning to marry. You had an examination for an insurance policy by another doctor. After an intensive series of tests, I had to tell you what's in that folder.
Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, Paul.
I found the last 6 months, Kate. And I found my redhead. Well, she wasn't your rival at all. It was Mason and his diagnosis. That's what I was trying to put out of my mind.
Oh, Paul, darling.
But you knew all the time, didn't you? Why didn't you tell me?
Dr. Owens, the psychiatrist who was treating me, felt that...
Yeah, I know. Mason told me. You see, I told him about you. And when he heard you were ill, I should have told you myself. I know that now, Katie.
Oh, when you came back to San Francisco and I heard why, I couldn't tell you the truth. I hoped you'd never find out.
But you would have told me sooner or later.
Would I, Paul? Really? Oh, don't worry, I'm not going to hold you to anything. The promise is old and new. And I know you have to go away again.
But it's a different kind of goodbye now, isn't it, Kate?
Yes. This time I'm letting you go. And don't you forget it. Paul, only one condition. Only one promise you've got to make me. Dr. Mason said they might find a cure someday.
Yes, he told me.
If they do, Paul. If they do. I won't be so generous. You understand? I won't ever let you leave me again.
Haiti girl.